Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah, the topic today we talk about autism.
Mm.
Yeah, and um, do you want to start first for this topic?
No.
Okay, and firstly we talk about how common is it? Uh, how common is this autism
Mm.
is in the world? And then in my research, I found that if we calculated it into percentage, then it will be 0.6 to 0.7% of the whole population.
Oh.
So it means that if we uh, represent it in number, and it will be one person per 150 person.
Mm.
Yeah, so it is not a very rare case.
Mm.
And then actually in uh, uh, for the people that I know around me, yeah, they are some people have these symptoms, have this autism.
Mm.
And then um, yeah, so I think it is good to know about how uh, to take care of them, to deal with them,
Mm.
or even if for for uh, for other parents, we may give some advice, yeah,
Mm.
for these cases. So um, yeah, firstly, the symptom of autism is uh, uh, the children, yeah, especially when we just started to know that he or she has autism, then we will find that they they tend to um, ignore people,
Mm.
ignore other people, and then they seldom have eye contact
Mm.
with others, and then most of them don't speak.
Mm.
Yeah, so these are the symptoms
Mm.
of autism. And then yeah, surely it will become a problem for them to have normal life.
Mm.
Yeah, so so if we were the parents, then I think we should at least do something
Mm.
to help them uh, to become a little bit more normal.
Mm.
Yeah, and then yeah, when I'm trying to do some research about the the treatment, and
Mm.
then it found that actually now there is no direct medicine for this autism. And for treatment, yeah, there is, but it need to take a lot of effort, take a
Mm.
long time, and it seems like people are not really expert in dealing with this autism.
Mm.
Yeah, and then yeah, in my research there is some methods. For example, I think yeah, these methods are quite easy to understand and is quite useful, I think. Firstly, um, yeah, because children have autism, they don't like to play with others' children.
Mm.
So they will like live in their own world. So for this, the first treatment or practices we can do is actually put them into a place where there are a few children playing playing something,
Mm.
and then at first they may not involve to the games.
Mm.
But yeah, try to create the environment that other people are playing something, and
Mm.
then uh, when when this autism children child when this autism child have some interaction with other children, then uh, we need to give some rewards.
Mm.
Yeah, and then trying to put them into position, and then if they have interaction, then we reward.
mm,
Yeah, so this is through the games. And then the second method is to train the eye contact.
mm,
Yeah, because child with autism, they don't look at people. So for this, they want to actually get the attention of this autism child. So for this, they also um, uh, have some practice, have some method. So the way is actually the parents look at the child,
mm,
yeah, and then keep looking at him, and then until the child have some eye contact with the parent. So when the child started to have some eye contact, even for just 0.5 seconds, then the parents need to praise or to give rewards to them.
mm.
Yeah, it seems like for me this is something like training a dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
giving the feeling of training the dog. So uh when the child do something we wish to see, then we reward them. And then
Mm,
the next one is calling their names.
mm,
So the parents call their names loudly, and then request them to reply.
mm,
So at first it may be very difficult. Yeah, but the way is trying to put them in an environment, and every people do the same. So it seems like for example, if you put the autism child into 10 children,
mm,
and then you put him at the last, and then you start from the first, call the name of the first child, and then the
mm,
first child reply response, yeah, and then yeah, one by one until him. Yeah,
mm.
so this is like the I'm not sure. This it seems like it's an effect, right? Herd effect or something else. Yeah, because everybody do the same thing, and then we see and we will follow.
Mm,
Yeah, and also yeah, so trying through this way uh to train them,
mm,
and then yeah, the next method is trying to get them uh to play the skateboard.
mm,
Yeah, 滑板. So and also can do some exercise, similar exercise to train them to train their balance. Yeah, so in this way is trying um, uh, to to help them to have better uh,
mm,
mm, ability.
mm,
Yeah, not only in speaking, but like for the they call it actually is the psychomotor.
mm,
Yeah. So so these are the methods that can be considered.
mm,
Hmm. Yep. And then yeah. Oh, and also one key point is that uh, because the treatment need to be given to the child, but actually the best time to give the treatment is when they were uh, younger than 6 years old.
mm,
So after 6 years old, it becomes difficult to help them.
mm,
Mm, yep. Um, yeah, and then we may learn a word called the speech retardation,
mm,
词语.
mm,
So there are some children started to speak the first word very late.
mm,
Yeah, and then for these parents need to really pay attention to
mm,
this. And then so if they found that they can't communicate with with their child, and then or their child uh, cannot remember simple words like simple vocab, uh, for example, toys, to eat something, uh, or even some of the autism children can't recognize the word father and mother.
mm,
Mm, yeah, so parents have the responsibility to pay attention to
mm,
their child, yeah.
mm,
So actually, it is not hard to identify autism.
mm,
Yeah, between the age 3 or 4. Yeah, because after 3 years old, they should the children should started to speak quite well.
mm,
Yeah, and also will have the eye contact and communication.
mm.
Yeah. So for this topic, I think the best solution is uh, to identify earlier, and
Mm,
then give the treatment earlier.
mm,
Yeah, so these are my sharings today.
mm. So, how can the parents, realize this earlier?
Yeah, through the communications.
Mm.
Yeah, if you found that your child is not looking at you and uh,
I mean,
uh mm,
uh, yeah. If they don't know the symptoms of autism, like in like so detailed, uh, like in this conversation, then how can they know?
um yeah, they still will found that the child don't open their mouth to speak.
Yeah, uh, and also they'll uh uh the parents will realize
Mm,
there are some difference between their child and other child, right?
yep, yep.
Yeah. So actually, I have a master key to solve all these kind of problem.
Oh.
Not only the autisms and also other like the psychology, uh, other psychology, um, illness.
Mm.
It also can tie to physical physical illness. Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Actually, this master key is observation. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, observation. You just observe. You just pay more attention to your child. Mm. And because parents is the mm, is is the people
Mm.
who is the, who is the nearest who
Yep.
nearest to the child, right?
Yeah, nearest and closest.
Mm. Yeah. So parents can do the compare. Mm. They also can compare. Uh, they also can compare their child with uh with with the parents. Yeah, parents also can compare their child with parents' early life.
Mm.
Mm. So the master key here is observation. And
Yep.
after you realize something wrong, yeah, something may wrong or something getting worse.
Mm.
Mm. And so mm, because because just now, yeah, yeah, even though mm, even though you give so much of the treatment,
Mm.
and yeah, the method,
Mm.
yeah, I forget one of them already. Yeah, the first one is like playing game,
Mm.
and yeah, and also keep contact, and also like call their name. Yeah,
Yep.
but maybe now I can remember, but maybe the next day I forget already.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it
So
seems like if you don't face this problem, you won't consider and you won't remember, right?
Mm.
You won't
And
use.
also,
Mm,
yeah, and also just now you're talking. I mean, uh, uh, just now, just now the method you introduced. Mm. And I found that I can very easily I
mm,
can very easy to find from the Google and exact the same point.
mm.
This is a Chinese post. I'm not sure whether you search for the same post.
Okay.
But this is a Chinese post. I think you search an English post. Because you came across so many technical terms.
Not actually, because I have look up the dictionary.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah, I just type 自闭症
mm.
and this is one, two, three, four. Yeah, the fourth one.
Oh, okay.
Uh, to kill to kill autism dot org those orgs.
Mm.
Yeah. Eh? No. This is another. This is one of yeah. Why why I want to came why I want to why I want to what I want to say is actually this kind of information is already full. Yeah.
Mm.
It's already very much in the internet. There are so many information
Mm.
in
Yep.
internet. Yeah. So uh we discussed the free market before, and actually we can outsource uh to free market.
Mm. Yep.
And also uh yeah, actually to be honest, yeah, frankly, even though I can search those information from internet, but
Mm.
I will also seek for the professional,
Mm. Yep.
the professor in real life.
Mm. Yes.
I will try. I will try to kill. I will try to kill my child by myself. Mm. I
Mm.
should. I should will seek for help.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, so just now you actually mentioned a very important point to the master key is to observe. Um, so it means that we need to identify this as soon as possible, right?
Mm. Yeah. Uh. But you mean as soon as possible? Is it? Uh. Actually, actually, you don't need to. You don't need to really focus on the observation, because 1 month, 2 month, 3 month,
Mm.
you can notice. Mm.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, and just through some simple searching, I found that those themes cannot be cool fully.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah, it is very hard uh to to be
Mm. Yeah.
recover.
Yes.
So that means yeah, this illness is through your life, and yeah, 1 month to 3 month, even 1 year, this is new. Is still not considered late, is it?
Mm. Mm. What do you mean?
I mean, okay. The first symptoms of the on the child is
Mm.
let's say is on their 3 years old. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, and this the first symptoms you found is actually in 3 years old, but the
Mm.
symptoms is obvious. Hmm.
Okay.
Uh, but let's say you delay 1 year, and
Mm.
until 4 years old. Hmm.
Mm.
And the symptoms is very obvious. Hmm.
Mm.
It's still not considered too late. you still can you still can seek for help. Mm. Uh, uh, but sure, but better is yeah, earlier is better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, observation. Yeah, just observe your child. And
Mm.
this is only about this kind of autism. Mm.
Mm.
Like the master key, and also if you too focus about one door,
Mm.
or you too focus about one key,
Yeah.
mm, you try to mm, uh yeah, okay. If you too focus about one door, let's say the autism is the
Mm.
door,
Yeah.
and you will only keep one key. You only keep one key that can open the door.
Mm.
How about
Yep.
other? Mm,
Yeah, you're right.
if you found something, yeah, some other illness, would you, yeah, you found other doors you need to open. For example, now open your front door, and now
Mm.
you need to open your master room door.
Mm.
You need a key.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. Then you find another key.
Mm.
Then another like bathroom, the restroom door. You need to find another key.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. And in this world, there are so many illness,
Mm.
and the symptoms is quite similar.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. And you can't really distinguish them. Mm. Yeah, for example, one one child, one child, they can be autism. Mm. But some other child, if they are like mm, they have the incline to kill people. Uh,
Okay.
and this is like the 精神病.
Okay.
They have the incline to kill people.
Mm.
They will also act. This kind of child will also act like autism.
Oh, okay.
They yeah they don't want to talk with people.
Mm.
Mm. So how can you share your child is autism, or your child is actually have this kind of more serious uh psychology problem?
Mm. Yep.
Mm. So the observation is actually the best way, the master key.
Mm.
Just just observe mm, whether a child is different with other child mm, in the same age.
Mm.
Mm. And is something wrong? Yeah, just seek for professor help, and
Mm.
also do your own research. Mm.
Mm. Yep. Yep.
Mm. And and also the second, some some parents, they actually observe. Yeah, they know their child have this health problem,
Mm.
but they don't want to face it.
Mm. Yep.
Mm. Yeah, actually, it, uh uh yeah. Mm, if you want, if you have the willing, if you decided uh want want to get your child better,
Mm.
mm, yeah, it's not difficult. Yeah, actually, it's not difficult because mm, you can seek for help and you can search from Google. Yeah,
Mm.
it's not really difficult. But the most difficult part is actually you don't want to face it.
Mm. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so if you don't want to face it, even though you observe, even though you know your child have this kind of problem, but you keep delay, you just put
Mm.
your hand to the set,
Mm.
into the sand. Sa.
Yeah.
He just don't want to face it. Yeah.
Hmm.
So actually, yeah, the master key is so simple. Observation and
Hmm.
also, yeah, face it. Yeah,
Hmm. Yep.
so this is my method.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after this, I will seek for help, and also I will do my research.
Hmm. Yep.
Because I'm not a professor. I'm not a I'm not a specialist.
Hmm.
I don't believe. I don't believe I can. Yeah, I don't believe. Uh, just rely. uh, just rely on my strength.
Hmm.
I can get my child better. I don't believe this.
Hmm. Yeah, actually, um, maybe I'm misleading the message. It seems like this method have to be uh, done by own parents and not seeking for help. But yeah, that's true that we really need to find a professional for the treatments.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm,
Hmm. It is also one of the evidence why I believe in free market.
mm,
Mm, mm. And also, mm, since you realize this problem, and actually, there's one very important component in this
mm,
master key. You need to have money.
yep.
You need to have money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to money.
Mm, yes.
And also free market.
Mm,
Yeah. So this is my sharing for today. Yeah,
mm,
it's very simple, but I think this is it's extreme. It's extreme useful for everyone. Is it?
mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah, really. Once again, we come back to the problem of money.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And,
because
and
I'm
you don't
sorry.
need, and also about the free market, you don't need to care so much for problem.
Mm. Yep, yep. And because this autism cannot be cured fully,
Hmm.
so maybe after uh, 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 maybe during their school age,
Hmm.
then we may need to consider a better school, a more suitable one for them, and uh, yeah, it could be more expensive. You know, so it's the problem of money.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I have finished my sharings.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so let's put an end here for today.
Okay, thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Goodbye.
Bye. That's all for today's conversation.
Hmm.
How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversation? Please tell us what you think of our conversation, and sometimes you may include one or two critical thinking questions in the comments. I know it's very hard to answer for most of the people, but if you have quote unquote critical answers for these critical questions, please share it with us. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocab or grammar mistakes that we made, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.